folks, my name is Gray, welcome to Consoletronix, and part 2 in my Transformers toy review series. Last time out we took a look at the Autobot Fab 5 Heavy Infantry, the Dinobots. Well, today we're going to be moving up the chain of command to look at two new characters who are marketed as the new leaders. It is Autobot City Commander Ultra Magnus and Megatron's new form given to him by the Planet Devourer Unicron. It is the Decepticon Führer of the Future, Galvatron. Now, the whole new leader thing was something cooked up by Hasbro as a way of launching a whole new original line of Transformers, because as I mentioned in the last review, all the first and second wave of figures released in 1984 and 1985 were from an unrelated Japanese toy line known as Diaclone. But starting with these two, Hasbro now looked to create their own characters, and I'm sure the royalties they had to pay to Kara had nothing to do with it. And while... what's that noise? Oi, 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 break that up, break that up. What's going on here? Jesus Christ, Galvatron, look, go over there. Oh, sorry about that, Magnus. You okay, man? Up you come. Were you hurt in the fracas? What's that? No, but you were kicked in the bollocks. Well, suck it up, soldier, because you're up first. And like his Matrix-wielding predecessor, Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus also has a truck-trailer combination for his vehicular mode, although a more pragmatic one, as he's more of a troop transport than Optimus's battle station. However, the perennial problem, like your girlfriend's always reminding you, size matters, persists. And while it's fine for the smaller characters, larger characters, unfortunately, are going to have to make it to the battle under their own steam. But that's really only a nitpick. So let's have a look at his robot mode. Now, despite the lack of articulation, I really like this figure. He looks the business and is packing some serious firepower with his spring-powered, shoulder-mounted rocket launchers, which of course don't want to fire for me. But with his well-documented bravery and compassion, he's a soldier's soldier. And hello? Wait a minute. Optimus Prime, I think you have some explaining to do. Well now, here's something that baffled the fuck out of me and my friends as kids, and that's: what in the name of Cybertron is Optimus Prime doing here? I can only assume that the original plan was to upgrade Optimus with battle armor, but somewhere along the line they decided against it and released Ultra Magnus here and just chose to ignore the fact that Optimus Prime is in there. Either that or Hasbro did an Atari where they produced way too many Optimus figures that they couldn't realistically sell, and this was their way of clearing out the inventory. But somehow I doubt that. And anyway, I got many hours of fun recreating scenes from the Return of Optimus Prime 2-part of the original animated series, where a white Optimus Prime would save the universe from the same hate virus used in 28 Days Later. And on the subject of two-parters, we still have a character to get up and close and personal with, so let's check him out. Now, like Ultra Magnus, Galvatron here is one fearsome looking warrior, created in the fires of Unicorn's belly in the epic animated movie, but he would also headline not only the third and final US animated series, but also feature prominently in the UK Transformers comic, which, unlike the US title, didn't have Hasbro breathing down their necks and make sure all the new characters were shown off in order to increase sales. As such, Marvel UK were free to develop the characters and stories that they saw fit, and Galvatron would be a key component in many of their best stories, such as Target 2006. Now, one thing about Galvatron you may or may not have noticed is he's missing something. He's missing Megatron's infamous trigger undercarriage. Also, another feature is his light up eyes. Unfortunately, the button to activate them is Yes, thanks for reminding me, Galvatron. Why is nothing happening? Wait a second. You don't even have any batteries in there. Why didn't you tell me? Oh, I see. Yes, haha, very funny. Look, Galvatron, we haven't got time to be messing around. Transform. I said, transform. Oh, I see what's going on. You don't like taking orders. Well, Galvatron, I wear the trousers in this relationship on account of having a croquet mallet within arm's reach. So there's no point in looking at me like you want to do something to me. What are you gonna do? Punch out my kneecaps? Tickle my feet? Seriously, giving me such a look. What's that all about then? Yeah, right, like you can do anything. You and whose army? Sorry, Galvatron, I didn't mean it. You're wonderful and lovely and creamy, and oh God, please don't kill me. Well, not the most elegant of designs, it has to be said, and on paper the whole transforming into a cannon seems a bit silly when you consider Megatron could transform into a handgun. But it seems even by 1986, concerns over guns for kids was already in full swing. But it's become an iconic mode for the character. But this isn't the end. Oh no. Because how many of you knew Galvatron was a triple changer? Again, not the most elegant of designs, but like Optimus Prime hidden within Magnus, the whole gun transformation thing seems to have been hushed up by Hasbro soon after its release. Sadly, even with a battery, the lights and sounds have long stopped working on this one, so I can't show it in its best light. You've been given a reprieve, Starscream! And as new releases with a lot of hype behind them, you better believe there was plenty of promotional material to go around with the release of Ultra Magnus and Galvatron, from advent calendars to 3D jigsaws to mugs. And speaking of mugs, all good leaders need a few troops to command. Yes folks, here's campy looking Cup, Blur and Hot Rod, and of course here's Galvatron flanked by his two lieutenants, Scourge and Cyclonus, characters who I may be doing videos on in the future. So this has been my Ultra Magnus and Galvatron review. I do hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'm going to get some more videos up more often, because it's been almost a year since my last one. But yeah, I have a few characters knocking about that I'd like to do videos on, so please let me know what you think. Let me know what characters you'd like to see me do videos on, and I'll see you guys soon. So thank you for watching my Transformers toy review part 2 of Ultra Magnus and Galvatron. Thanks for watching and goodbye.